Waka, what's up? And welcome back to the channel for yet another FC Finch review. And yes, I am using all of the space yet again because these guys are freaking huge. That's right, we are getting into the Gigapower Gigasaurs today, and we're starting off with Gigapower Superator H201R. And here's the reason why. First off, this is the Chrome edition. They just reissued this guy. The reason why is I just found out that there's a reissue of Reximus Prime, the fourth party oversized KO of MP08, and so I did have that on pre-order. I have found out it is coming, so you know, I'm kind of want to get to this one because we're already on the Fans Toys version of Grimlock, their grinder. I'm gonna be getting that one, and we're gonna review that one, and then I want to do a comparison of all three. So I want to make sure I get this guy. That'll be a while before I do the rest of the Gigasaurs. We will get to them, so keep watching the channel. But for right now, we are gonna do Gigapower Superator, their take on a masterpiece, heavily stylized G1 Grimlock. And then we're gonna compare it with the fourth party KO and with its third party rival from Fans Toys, excuse me. And we are going to kind of, you know, give you this will be my first comparison, and ultimately just kind of give you an idea of you know, hey, this is what each of these offer and what one works best for you. So let's get it started off right. Let me move Mr. Superator back. He is quite big. Let's take a look at the packaging, and you got a nice product shot of Superator. Just look at that. Got Gigapower. It's like the Game Shark logo. It looks like there's just like the Game Shark logo if you ever played the Nintendo 64. G1 styling, and then of course Gigapower toys, striving to bring you the best quality products. Gigapower Gigasaurs Superator. Got a nice kind of cartoony animation of Superator on the side. HQ0R1 looks super cool, and then you got some product shots on back. More Game Shark logo, power, and then it says Giga, but it looks like the Game Shark logo. And then of course you got like Superator in his alt mode. There he is in robot mode with all of his accessories, and then with me, Grimlock King. And then of course I'll let you read the bio. You can read it on me. There you go. And then, of course, on the side, we have another animation of Superator on the side. Looking good. Nice, beefy box. Master Robots, Gigapower, Gigasaurs. So, yeah, nice big guys. And there we have all the legal stuff on the more Game Shark logo. And so, yeah, that is it for the box. And next up, as usual, let's take a look at the instructions. And I like Gigapower. I never use them, but I like how they just give you one page, which is all in sheet. I mean, it's a Dino bot. How hard is it to transform? And there you go. So you can kind of see the instructions, like more animated logo and whatnot and all that. So yeah, and you got these on the front, and then of course you got some more product shots on the back with the accessories, and then a nice animation of Superator and a Game Shark logo. So there you have it for the packaging and instructions. And let's raise the camera up a bit because this is a tall boy. In fact, just to give you guys an idea, this guy stands at, I think, like, so it's roughly a foot tall. 12 inches tall, and then he's a little bit taller than that if you count the tip of the wing right there, depending on how you have the wing situated. So he's at least 11 inches to the head. He's kind of keeled forward just a bit, so just over 11 inches to the head. So let's get a good look at this guy. Now again, these guys, they're kind of G1, they're very close, but Gigapower took their own liberties. So let's take a good look at that nice head sculpt. I think you get some nice chrome blue for the visor. It looks very good. It's very plasticky. I think this is like the only unpainted part of it. Most of this is a fully painted action figure. But yeah, you got the nice, you can see the riveting in the mask, some little divots here in the forehead. It just looks super cool. Just nice, really nicely detailed for the head. And then you got some nice transparent plastic Autobot logo, not included. It's a third-party figure. And look at that, all that molded detail, and it looks really good. You got molded detail on here. You got some vents. All that, just a real feast for the fingers. And you got some nice like conduiting around his head, even like back here, right where the dino head sits. You got like this, these like conduits and whatnot, similar to the Fans Toys. Again, you got more conduits and whatnot. Sitting back here, all these conduits hidden in the wings. I mean, seriously, you'll never look here. You know, they didn't have to do this. And then if we go to the side again, conduiting around the shoulder, nice molded detail. Moving down to the hands, again, molded detail right here. Got some nice golds mixed in with this silver, and then a nice chrome gold for his little dino toes that are hanging out right now. So it just really, really spectacular. And then you have this very nice, vibrant red. Look at that. And yes, I'm starting to huff and wheeze because he is a very heavy figure. A lot of substance in this guy, a lot of heavy duty materials used. Got the nice vents here right in the pelvic area. Looks super cool. And then you got, look, yeah, molded detail again. I believe the thighs are unpainted as well. And then moving on again, you got some nice transparent plastic greens and reds over some nice molded detail right in here. Got the blue, a nice paint shade of blue mixed in there for some differentiation. And you got some nice molded, just like a little dash of gold here, dash of red here, some conduits, some mechanical bits. Just really, really superb for his big feet. You got, yeah, exposed tail in here, but you got some nice, look at all this molded detail along the inside. Just really, really superb. And even in the inside of the tail, you know, you're never going to look here too much. It's just really, really cool. And then the back, I mean, here's the thing. It's a typical Grimlock back. So, you know, it's like not like he's got any bulk or anything hanging out. That's how Grimlock looked in the show, and it's how he looks in his figure. I mean, go figure. No pun intended. So yeah, so that is a good look at Gigapower Superator. Let's talk about Superator's articulation. So the head's on a ball joint. You can go all the way around if you want. And then it looks up a little bit, looks pretty much straight on, so nothing to see there. And that is the weakest joint of the damn robot, maybe next to the thigh swivel. So check this out. Ratchets all the way out to the side. Check that out. He can get you, it's ratcheted all the way around. He'll get you all the way around, except it hits on the wing. Ratchet bicep swivel. It is very heavy, and I don't think it goes inside any more than this, so strictly just outside. At least I can't get it. Elbow joint. It's a single jointed elbow. It is also a ratchet, and it gets you about that much, just under 90 degrees. The hands, fully articulated. You got the a double hinge for the thumb, and then you have a base hinge at the knuckle, and then a secondary hinge at each finger. So check that out there. And of course the wrists do rotate all the way around. He does come with a loose waist swivel joint. It's not loose, I should say. It's very bulky, very substantial. No ab crunch at all to speak of. Move these up. He does come with pads that cover all, they go all the way up. He'll get you all the way on a nice BB ratchet. Look at that, he'll do the full splits, the dino splits, and then he'll go all the way out for a nice fusion kick, just slightly under 90. He will go all the way back, just like that, for almost a fusion back kick. The knee is a ratcheted single joint, so it'll get you a slight. You can also use the transformation joint to get yourself in about that much if you want. He does have thigh swivel on it's loose, but not Fans Toys loose. I know, Fans Toys loose, we're not used to hearing that term. And then of course the he does have kind of a little bit of ankle tilt, pretty much no toe tilt or anything, so nothing really at the toes like the Fans Toys has. But yeah, just really superb, really I mean, this guy feels really good to. Oh, and real quick, the wings, he can kind of go one click in, one click out, and you can kind of, it doesn't sound great, but rest assured, these are you can set these however you want. I usually set them all the way back. So yeah, there you go for articulation and really substantial joints, really nice materials used. Moving on to his accessories, and believe it or not, Superator is relatively bare bones. I say bare bones like it's a bad thing. He comes with basically everything Grimlock would need. So again, he comes with his gun. The gun is all cast in nice black plastic. Got some nice molded detail. I love the transparent plastic over the nice gold molded detail. It does light up. No, I do not have batteries in it. Where's the switch? Where's the switch? I forget where the switch is. Either way, it does light up. So you can get that all set up. At least I think it lights up. Anyway, so yeah, you can get that all situated. I do not know the type of batteries, and either way, got the transparent plastic for the guns. So there you go there, and that one fits. Of course, he's got the slots right here, and you can just open up the hand and slide that right in. You gotta watch out, make sure the fingers. Hold on. There we go. There we go. We're in. We're in. And he'll hold that in place just nicely. And then, of course, he comes with the sword as well. What would Grimlock be without his sword? And, of course, that does light. This one does light up. Of course, no batteries in it, but it does have the switch right back there. It's got the hilt cast in nice black plastic. Got some nice moldy color and a nice transparent red for the sword. Got that little ribbing in there. And, again, that has also the little hilt handle. And you can just put that on the other side. And yeah, he holds these just fine, holds them super firmly, looks really good with them. He does come with two other accessories. He comes with his crown, of course. What would Grimlock be without his crown? And you can see he's got the little spots for the ears. It's just painted in a nice gold, looks super sharp, and you can have that, put that in his head. It's me, Grimlock King. And so there you go there. And then lastly but not least, we're not going to show this, but he does come with an alternate head, pretty much the exact same head, except for a few different, I think this might be from a comic version. So unlike this head, he does come with, you can see the little jaws cast. I never noticed this before. He's got the little jaws cast on there. That looks really, really cool. And then of course he got the chrome red visor versus the blue. So I believe that might be from a comic or something. I'm not entirely sure, but you can ping me in the comments. I am more than happy to be proven wrong. So yeah, there you go for that, and that's it for accessories. And for a quick comparison, we have just like everybody in the room right now. So the manager of the FC Finch studio, as well as Dino Cat. But we're gonna do a quick comparison really quick, and I've only got a few figures for you. So real quick, we're gonna put MP44 in there so you can see how that works out. And yeah, he just towers over MP44, towers over MP44. It's absolutely beautiful. It looks really, really good. Be Grimlock really king now. And then, of course, lastly but not least, the only other comparison that matters, and we're going to do a whole video on this, but for now, there he is with the Fans Toys Grinder, their take on a masterpiece Grimlock. And you can kind of see the differences in the robot mode. Now, real quick, besides the obvious height, he looks like he's at least an inch taller. In fact, let's bust out the ruler. Yeah, so we're looking at probably, yeah, an inch taller at full robot height. So roughly. So there it is. Now me personally, I do prefer the proportions of the Fans Toys a bit better, but I like the paint and stylization. I mean, you know what? I hear all this talk about like, oh, this is, no, this one's better than this, and it's no contest. That is complete BS, okay? I'm gonna be honest right now, whichever road you choose, in the words of Rod Stewart, I am always with you, win or lose. This really comes down to your preference. The Gigapower gives you a painted, more fully stylized figure. The Fans Toys gives you a bit more cartoon accuracy. I like the proportions of Fans Toys a bit more than the Gigapower, but overall, you're gonna get a really stellar figure. I mean, again, and you just look at these guys. I mean, it's hard to mess up a Dinobot, okay? But you know, you look at these guys, and I mean, it's really it really comes down to what exactly you want out of your action figure. So yeah, and again, I apologize. This is probably the longest comparison session ever because I just gotta get that out. So there you go. That's Fans Toys and Gigapower side by side. So there we go. Once we have Reximus, we're gonna do a three-way. It's a Jurassic three-way in here. So there we go. All right, so let's get Superator transformed into his Dino mode. This is a relatively simple transformation. For the most part, it's a Dinobot. How hard can it be? So anyway, we'll just get right down to that. So first thing to do is you want to open up this front hatch here. You're going to take his hand and you're just going to flip it all the way around. It is quite tight. It is quite tight on this tight joint. And you're just going to flip it all the way around so it hides in there. And then you see this tab. It's going to tab right into a tab right down here. And there you go. And it's going to be the same thing on the other side. So next up, what we want to do is we want to take his arms, just bring them out like this. And then what we're going to do is you're going to push these forward. And these are locks. And what they're going to do is they're going to lock a few things. So they're going to unlock this right here. Now, real quick, if you can't pull this out, that means this is not pushed forward all the way. So just FYI, be mindful of that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to rotate this down. And you're going to see it fits in right to a slot right here. So you're going to fit this in right here. Same thing with the other one. You're going to pull it out, roll it down. And then what you're going to do is this kind of goes down this elevator right down. It's a pretty cool, this is, I believe this is die cast, so this is pretty beefy. And then what you want to do is you want to push these in their new slot, in that vertical slot, and then you can lock it back up. Same thing, so again, you're rotating down, push it back into its vertical slot, and you can start it back up. And then bring the arms out like this real quick for the next step, and that'll get everything out of your way. And then what you can do is you can bring this up just like that. So there we have that looking like that. So now we have these, and what we can do is you can bring these down just like that and kind of close up his front chest and leave it open just so you can bring down his dino head, because what this is gonna do is you have these slots right here and you have a slot right here. It's just gonna slot right in. Same thing with the other side. Bring it down and bring it in, and it should locate itself on the slot. And then you just button it up just like that. So now basically you see you got his entire front end basically formed up. So now I got a very long Grimlock. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take legs. You're gonna rotate the legs at the thigh all the way, so the inside is on the outside. Same thing with the other side. And we're just gonna work on one leg at a time. So what you're gonna do is all the Gigapower have this locking mechanism right about here. And let me get my tool, because you might need a spudger to get in there and unlock it. There we go. So that's unlocked just like that. And then you're going to bring this out just like this. And real quick, when you're in here, you can take this and rotate this all the way around so it'll sit like that. And now what you want to do is this kind of rides on this arm. So what you're going to do is you'll pull up just like that and start pulling it out all the way to the other side. Just like open this lock up all the way, so this will sit just like that. So now we're sitting just like this. And then what you want to do is you want to rotate this all the way around, and you notice you have this slot here. You're going to want to connect it right up to the slot here. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of want to push the leg as forward as you can, and you got to kind of get this over here. So this is going to sit just like that on the back leg. And let's move this leg out so we got room to work. And then you can bring this up. You can close up the hatch right here so it'll sit just like this. So now we're sitting just like that. And same thing for the other leg. And real quick, how I want to show you how this works. You really got to make sure the leg is pushed all the way forward. In fact, so you want to make sure that this kind of profile is fitting in right over the bottom just like this. Because what's going to happen is you have a tab right here that is going to tab right in to a slot right on here. And there we go, that'll tab in just like that. So again, you really got to make sure this leg is pushed all the way up just like this. So just FYI. So real quick, what we want to do next is let's just make sure we take the back of the tail out. You just bring it out just like this, flip it around. Same thing with the other side. You can take the tip of the tail, bring it out, flip it around. There we go. And now what we're going to do is, again, you want to make sure this leg is all the way up. And it's kind of a juggling act to get this piece over to the other side. Hold on. Something is that goes up. Give me just a second. And real quick, you just want to make sure that this piece is pushed up. You can see it retracts on here. You want to make sure this piece is all the way up. and that'll line all these tabs up. So what we can do is we could start just kind of going down, squeezing everything together, just like that, even along the bottom. As best it can, mine won't squeeze together entirely. And then again, you just want to line the tab up right here, push that in. Same thing for this side. Oh, his arm fell out. It's on a ball joint. Just pop that right back in. So this is all lined up just like that. And then we can start lining up the tail. And again, just tabbing that together, and you're gonna see the tail has these little curved tabs here. They're gonna fit right into the tab here. Close up the mouth. Oops. Arm fell out of the ball joint once again. And there we have Superator, aka Grimlock, in Dino Mode. And there he is in Dino Mode, and yeah, look at that. Let's get in nice and close. That just looks absolutely beautiful. And check this out. Oh my God, this thing is just massive. That is 11 inches tall. This is taller than MB44 in his alternate mode. That's just freaking cool. I just love this. The size and scale of these Gigapowers is just absolutely something to be admired. Let's get a look in. So you got nice, oh, got chrome on the teeth. Looks super nice. Got the red eyes. Looks like, doesn't look like a transparent plastic. I'm not sure, but you got nice transparent over the gold here around the neck, and it's just hiding all that nice molded robo detail. Again, they really did a good job giving the emphasis of Dino Robot here on this Gigapower. Just looks really, really good. Got nice molded and painted detail, fully painted all over. Just got that nice silver hue. You got the chrome for the hands and everything. Autobot logo not included, of course. I gotta get a new one because this one's starting to look like crap. And then of course, no transparent plastic on legs, but instead they got the nice molded detail and colors. Looks really, really good. Just really good all over. I just absolutely love how that looks. And then of course, moving the tail, you got chrome on the tail. Again, you got the rearranged legs, you got the nice transparent plastic over the molded detail. Looks really good. Into the painted blue, this looks superb. And again, the tail, very nice, kind of a huge stubby tail. And of course, moving on to the feet again, you got that gold chrome feet, or the toesies, again with the nice painted silver, and again more molded and painted detail along the feet. And then of course there's rearranged chest. Again, just absolutely, what a stunning beast mode, to be short. It's absolutely cool. Talking about his beast mode articulation, let me tell you something. This guy handles as beefy as he looks. So first off, the mouth, and you could feel kind of a ratchety feel. You got the mouth, you got the cannon that articulates up and down. The mouth will go, oh, mouth will open up pretty far. The head, the neck is on a ratchet, goes up and down, and then look at that, feel that ratchety goodness. It can go all the way around if you wanted to. Only thing that's not on a ratchet are the arms, and these are on a ball joint to get you all kinds of articulation at his dino shoulders. And then he got a hinge here, and that'll go all the way back if you wanted to. And then of course each little claw is articulated. Of course, you got 3 of them right there, so that looks pretty good. The legs, which were once his arms, will go all the way around if you want them to, on that nice beefy ratchety goodness. And you can see kind of comes out as well. Of course, this is just the arm. And then of course, this is again just like his bicep, his former bicep swivel is on a nice beefy heavy ratchet. And then of course you got the legs going that far, and it'll get you a nice dino fusion kick on a nice beefy ratchet. And then the toes, they're just on a they can both go go up and down just like that. So that is superb. Yeah, he can't really do the dino split. So, and then of course the tail has a hinge here, gets you about that far, and that's really it for this is immobile right here. So one less hinge, so I believe a hinge less than the fans toys, but nevertheless, wow. So lots of playability even here in Dino Mode, and that is just stunning. And it all feels really, really good, clickety, beefy, ratchy goodness. I absolutely love it. And as far as Dino accessories and features go, now again, his mouth does open to feature this little peg for his little fire breathingness. My chrome version did not come with a fire effect. I know some of the metallic ones do. I tried using the fire effect that I got from Snarl, and it is just too big. He can't really hold it at all in there, but I can. It's crazy because it can't fit in. It can't mostly fit in his mouth. And that being said, one thing this guy does come with is weapon storage. So you'll notice you have a little tab on the bottom of the gun right here. You have a little tab right here, and you can just peg that in right on back, and that looks just as ridiculous as about every other weapon storage in transformation mode. But hey, you know, if you want to, you certainly can do it. I personally will never display him like this. I like him just as the T-Rex thing. Never saw it happen in the cartoon, so I will not be doing it. But hey, you are certainly more than welcome. So there you go. And let's get a couple quick comparisons. So first, there he is with our standard form of measurement, and you can just see he towers over. He towers over MP18. Get out of here! And of course, this is the one that everybody's wanting to see. Now, I did this in my Fans Toys Grinder one, but we're going to do it again since not a lot of people may watch that. But here he is next to Fans Toys Grinder, and yeah, you can just kind of see. So definitely, you can certainly see that Gigapower certainly with the more stylized route. Fans Toys has a bit more stubby, round body, and Gigapower is kind of like a stealth Grimlock, as I kind of referred to it. But yeah, really kind of it really depends on what your preference for this character is. You know, again, the Fans Toys more toon accurate, less stylized approach, but the Gigapower just looks damn good as well, just for the sheer amount of additional details that it has. So it really depends on what you are looking for, even in Dino Mode. So yeah, there you guys go for a quick comparison. Again, Autobot logos not included, but there you go. And of course, Fans Toys does not have the storage as well. Now, real quick, one last thing. I am going to be doing a comparison as soon as I get Reximus Prime in. After I do the Reximus Prime review, we will be doing a comparison three-way between the Gigapower, the Fans Toys, and the Reximus Prime fourth-party oversized masterpiece. So get ready for a Jurassic three-way, and yeah, we will do that. And lastly, but not least, the final comparison I'm sure everybody has wanted to see, because Grimlock shouted there, but there is the Gigapower family in Dino Mode. This is all, I believe all these are the Chrome versions, and yeah, you want to talk about a collection statement, look no further. Again, this set is absolutely beautiful. Can't recommend this set more. If you're looking to like walk into your collection room and be instantly blown away, this is where it's at, folks. I mean, there are very few other bots that fit the bill, but this set together like this absolutely fits the bill, and they look great in either mode. So I'm not going to transfer them all because that would take me forever just to film this hopefully 30-minute video. But again, you want, like I said, you want collection statement, you want some heavy joints, you want quality, you want heavy metal, as Spike called these guys. This is where it's at. So there you go. So let's summarize, and there it is for the Gigapower Gigasaurs HQ01, our Superator, their take on Masterpiece Grimlock. And yeah, what's more to say that hasn't been said? I can't stress this enough. This guy is absolutely beautiful. The paint, absolutely painted very beautifully, painted very well. The stylization, very nice touches, a very nice subtle update to the G1 character. The use of hardware, the ratchets. This thing is beefy. It's hard. It is heavy to handle. I shouldn't say hard to handle. It is fun to handle and eat your Wheaties because this thing can be a workout. It's really beefy. It can take all the pummeling you are willing to throw at it. The articulation, excellent. The transformation, it's fun, it's relatively simple. It's again, and he looks great in absolutely both modes. And this figure is tall. He is supersized. This figure is every bit worth the price point that they're asking for. And I think it's about roughly $200. And again, like I previously stated, every bit worth it. I cannot stress that enough. And this will make a statement to any collection. And if you can get your hands on all of them, then you've got one hell of a statement in your collection. I can't recommend this figure enough, and I probably said that 5 times right about now. So that being said, I got this at Shozy Store. I'm not sure if he's still in stock at Shozy Store, but I'll put a link there anyway. He should still be in stock in other places. Check out Chosen Prime, Terry's TF Club. I don't think this figure is quite out of stock yet, but if you are hankering for a masterpiece grade Grimlock, I would get while the getting's good, because once these guys go out of stock, they are only going to go up. I know for a fact that Grassor is already going up in price, and he was just released, and he was released right before this guy. So just something to be mindful of if you definitely want to get in on these guys. So that being said, that does conclude this review. If you like this review, consider hitting the like button. Also, consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, I have Reximus Prime 4th party KO on the way. Once I get that figured, I'm going to do the review, and then we are going to do the 3-way comparison between Gigapower Superator, Reximus Prime 4th party KO, and the Fans Toys Grinder to see who the King G1 Grimlock is, or determine what one is best for you. You do not want to miss that, so consider subscribing to the channel. We are growing. Thank you to all of those who currently are subscribed to my channel. I greatly appreciate it, and I'm happy we are all along for this magical journey that we are taking together. So, that being said, I have been FC Finch. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.